Right then, ladies. So I'm here, I'm on the beach, and I have been by the beach all day. It's been fabulous. And I got to thinking, what's my video going to be about today? And Jenny and I had a call this morning. Fabulous lady, bringing all of this magic, this abundance to all of us. And I have to say, Jenny, you did look rather fabulous today. I mean, you always do, but today you were rocking it, my darling. And, it's Thanksgiving at the moment for a lot of my friends around the world, regardless of whether they're in America or whether they're in Canada. And it makes me realize that it doesn't matter where we are in the world. And this is something that Jenny and I were talking about earlier. It doesn't matter where we are in the world. The world is getting so much smaller. We have access to people so much easier. And if there's one thing that we can all be really grateful for over the last year, it's the fact that we've all got internet. And because imagine if we'd have all been in this lockdown without internet, without the invention of a computer. And I remember back in the 90s, when my ex-husband and I had our first business together. We had a software development company, and there were quite a few people that referred to us as nerds and as geeks. And we had these guys at school when I was at school, the spotty ones with the prepubescent like spots and acne with the glasses that would be there tapping away. And it's thanks to those nerds and thanks to those geeks and button monkeys like my ex-husband and those of us who are visionaries that actually have enabled the year of 2020 to be so much easier for so many people. Had I been in lockdown, in the total isolation that I was in Buenos Aires for 7 months without a computer, without access to the internet, I don't know how I would have coped. I don't know how I would have got through it. I would have found a way. I always do. As my mum says, I always come up smelling of roses. But I'm someone who also remembers the manure that I went through and how that manure helped the rose garden. And I think that one of the things that's really coming through for a lot of people right now is the absolute ability for us to be creative and get out of our own way and connect with people around the world and learn from people around the world. Now, as someone who's always studied cultural diversity and community cohesion, looking at how we bring people together from around the world, from different cultures, ethnicities, belief systems, and whether it's just from people from a different country or with a different subculture within our own culture, we can learn so much from each other. We can learn whether it is, so for example, I've been working with Jenny on my style transformation, and I'm a tomboy, and there's no hiding the fact that I'm a tomboy. I grew up with a mum who was so busy just providing and working her backside off in a very different way to the way I work my author's ass off. She never really had time to commit to herself because she never realized there was time for her to commit to herself. So my mum wasn't really the style guru that Miss Jenny is. And so for me to have got to my age and actually now reached out to someone like Jenny, I said, Jenny, can you help me? Jeans and combats, trainers and sailing gear. I know how to work those. But I really don't know how to embrace my feminine side. Black was a key color in my wardrobe, along with blue, obviously, because, my heart is blue, like I have the ocean. I always knew the things I liked, but having Jenny by my side so I can explore more of who I am, having done a lot of work on embracing my femininity and doing a lot of work into the wounded masculine within me and the wounded feminine, with a friend of mine called Renelle, and this journey that I've been on over the last 5 years since I got divorced. coming to work with Jenny, not just on this beautiful collaboration called the House of Preeminence, but actually hiring her as somebody who can help me embody the feminine with confidence, try new things, actually discover my archetypes, which, you know, when she presented the different archetypes, it was like, well, that's an obvious one, isn't it, really? And this is the thing, sometimes it's not, you know, brand new knowledge. Sometimes it's not even the fact that we don't know it. It's the confidence that we gain by working with somebody else, the confidence they reflect back at us, the things that they say, well, no, you've already got it. You know, it's that sometimes that we need. Or as some of my clients say, they really hate me because they love me so much, and they really hate showing up on a call with me because I make sure that they get stuff done. And also because I call the answers out of them. Now, I remember doing the landmark education programs, which we all know, the fabulous Marsha, fabulous, delightful Marsha, my fellow mermaid. When I was doing the landmark education, so I just had a bit of a girl crush on you there, Marsha, and just listening to how my leader, my course leader, Johnny Tan, you know, he presented the information to me that I already knew, but it was the way he presented it to me that was different, that made the breakthrough happen, or that opened the space for the breakthrough to happen. And this is the thing, we can open up the space, but unless we're willing to step in and actually step beyond our comfort zones, then, you know, how can we know what we're truly capable of? And then how do we know just how truly grateful we can be? Because this is the thing, it's like when we push our bodies, or when we push our minds, or when we step through into a different realm of being, or a different level of consciousness, or a different level of confidence, then we actually get really, really present to how grateful we are for what our bodies have been through, what our journey has been. And so gratitude becomes so much deeper. Gratitude for the people around us becomes so much deeper. So when we get to this point of the year where we're all having Thanksgiving, whether it's through, you know, a cultural celebration, or whether it's that we give thanks every single day, stepping into gratitude and doing the work that we do and going deep, even though it's hard and even though it can be sometimes really painful and really emotional and really challenging and really upsetting on some levels, it's only when we step through that we actually truly can be grateful for absolutely everything that we've achieved or not achieved, for the people we have and don't have in our lives. I mean, look at this beautiful ocean behind me. Oh, I can smell the salt. I can smell the fresh air. There is a storm coming. You know, the knowledge that I've gained by sailing around the world and just being able to look at the clouds and go, you know, we got a storm coming, and she's coming in thick and fast. You know, the fact that I can hear her roar every night that I fall asleep. The fact that I get to play out there, I get to work my body, and I swim in that ocean. And, you know, the resistance workout that those waves give me, because the rips here are hugely strong. They're like, I wouldn't want my son to swim in there. I don't care what he says, he is not swimming on this beach. I might take him to the beach down there because that's a nice beach. Well, that's a less strong wave beach. I'm just getting really excited about going swimming now. You know, and the fact that I've come here, and yes, I mean, where I've got my laptop at the moment, they've been building a new platform, so I'm grateful. This wasn't here the other day, so I'm just really grateful that I came to make this video today. Really grateful that the workmen have been a bit lapsadaisical by leaving little bits of cut off wood, because I'm now going to have a fire on the beach. You know, and it's these little things that we can be grateful for, because I'm going to burn some journaling, and I'm going to do a fire alchemization with the fire. With the notes that I do with my journaling, I burn my fears, my doubts, and my overwhelm to the ground using fire and air and earth. You know, and I alchemize all my dreams all my hopes and my desires through the warmth and light and the power of the fire. And then that beautiful ocean that's just behind me is going to wash it all away. Back to nature, purify it all. And that's how I help manifest everything that I want. You know, whether it's the stuff that I want or the stuff I want for my clients or the stuff I want for my boys. So there's so much to be grateful for. I'm grateful for tape to hold my shoulders. I'm grateful for chiropractors. I'm grateful for internet. I'm grateful for the nerds and the geeks that designed my laptop and designed the software, that designed cameras. I'm grateful for all of you for joining our community and for watching these videos and inviting your friends to join us. Gratitude is such a beautiful, beautiful emotion. And sometimes, when you get so grateful and the tears start flowing, you're just like, oh my God, how is it even, how do people not be grateful for things? So that's my gratitude flood and my wild butterfly brain explanation of gratitude and the happy Thanksgiving. Catherine, I know that you're in the States. Marsha, I know that you're in the States. So happy Thanksgiving to both of you, and to all of you here in the group who are in America or in Canada celebrating Thanksgiving, or in different parts of the world celebrating Thanksgiving with your friends and family. I wish you a very, very wonderful weekend, and may you have everything that you truly desire and have more than you truly desire so that you can gift that forward. Because it's not just about being grateful, it's about gifting it all forward as well. So sending you all my love from the beach here in Brazil. And I will see you again next week. Ciao for now.